So, ooh, what is this? Oh, that's a blackberry coming out right there. Right now I'm picking very large, lusciously sweet blackberries. And this is actually a blackberry bush here that died back, but it sent up these real little shoots. And they're growing blackberries. Oh yeah. When they're just barely soft. If they're too soft, they get a little bit of off taste to them, and if they're hard, then they're bitter. You gotta wait until they're just right. Just like that. They're soft. They're soft to the touch. You could squish them if they were soft enough. You can squish them. You'll probably squish them flat. Well, that's it right here. Well, we got more coming. Look at that. And in here I got a pawpaw tree. Look at it. Right here, pawpaw leaves. So I got a pawpaw growing in the grapes and then the blackberries. So when the blackberries start to peter out, this will be a pawpaw grape companion planting or guild. Ooh, there's one up here that's nice and big. Up here. Right here. Oh yeah, oh, there's another one hiding behind it too. Yeah, that one's ready too. I'm gonna eat that one. Oh, that was perfect. When they're perfect, they almost taste like a wine. Very sweet wine. What I'm picking, these are red cherries in the middle of August. This little bitty bush is growing me red cherries. Look at that. See, red cherries. And they're okay. Mildly sweet. Ooh, here's one of those nightshades that are no good. Look at that. Gotta make sure I don't get any of those in there. Those are poisonous. They're not overwhelmingly sweet. They're just slightly sweet. Make a big seed. Every once in a while you get one that's not quite so ripe and it's a little more bitter. Here's a nice ripe one. Pretty good this time of the year. Got a ground cherry bush growing right nearby. We'll collect that too. I'm picking these cherries right now because there's a few of them are starting to get overripe. Yeah, it's time to do it. I read a statement on a website someplace, and I can't even tell you where, that birds don't like eating red cherries in August. They don't go after them. They probably don't think it's food. And according to this little experiment here, that's true. They haven't been going after these cherries. They're going after the grapes that are just behind me here just a little bit, but not these cherries. Of course, you know, birds, they learn. So all it takes is for one bird to figure out its food, and then the rest of them are like it's gonna copy them. Plagiarists. You know about plagiarists, right? Yeah. So this thing is actually needing some water. I can tell the leaves are a little droopy. It's been pretty dry. You know, in the spirit of permaculture design, I've got a water tank here, and I collect rainwater coming off the garage. But even that is starting to get low. I got some more cherries back here. Let's see if we can position this a little differently. So far, I almost got this cup full, and I've got more. I picked 2 of them so far, and I've got maybe 6 or 7 more to go in different spots. Now the cherries that are in the shade don't seem to be as ripe, but this one here has got some that's starting to get overripe too. Yep. Again, in the spirit of permaculture design, I've got these things located all around the property. They're not all together. They do have a hankering to put a couple beds of these together. Because they're such little compact plants. It'd be a prolific thing to have a bunch of these all in one spot. But this plant is kind of suffering a little bit. I think it might be getting too much shade. Oh, the ground is really dry here too. I'm going to have to water it. But this one here is a Joel. The varieties I have planted here are Joel, Jan, and Joy. And right now I'm getting a joy out of picking these cherries. In the middle of August, plus. Look at I got another one over here that's just loaded. And I've got a couple in my buffering area that's has a lot of cherries too. I'm going to have to pick them. Let me show you this. Look at that one. That is just a loaded bush right there. There's another bush over here too, but I don't know. No, I don't think this one had cherries this year. A couple of them been down in there. See that? Well, there's some in there. A few of them. That one is a Jan. Cool. We got more picking to do, folks.